The only man who's got more titles than these two is sat next to me. Looking forward to this one, Stephen.
Yeah, this is pretty much as good as it gets tonight. It's just probably a little bit unfortunate that this is at the start of the week and not at the end. More than worthy of a final of any event. If you go on play from this afternoon, you'd have to make Ronnie a slight favourite. But what was unusual about John Higgins, although he had back-to-back centuries,
What was interesting, I think, about O'Sullivan was he was really ultra-attacking. He was really aggressive. Some of the shots he played were a little all or nothing.
Post-match interview, how fast reactive the cloth was. Oh, now that is what you call a wide. That does not fill you with confidence as your first attempt at a pot in a match, in the matches this afternoon. Another interesting aspect of tonight's match will be who wins these safety battles, because both players are outstanding. It's like blue and pink are in the open, but black is where these players want to be. Topspin into the bunch of reds. Try and free the pink spot. Otherwise, the cue ball's actually held the pink spot, and oh, that red's come over very nicely. It's got a choice of two to the right corner. Screw this cue ball through the reds almost.
8.
Yeah, settle for that. That's perfection.
World final defeat pretty badly to Mark Williams because, of course, it was 2 in a row, having lost to Selby last year, and just didn't really have the enthusiasm. But he'd be bang up for this tonight. How could he not be, playing Ronnie O'Sullivan
40.
in this big tournament? It might just get him going if he can come through.
50.
Well, the way they read slow follow-throughs. Certainly no cue power required in this break. Just a nice touch, but you've got to concentrate.
Seven.
How players of this standard can miss
28.
such easy pots. It seems incredible to think. And John, that's the last of those unforced errors.
35.
Yeah, of course, it was 6-0 to O'Sullivan. Chance.
So after this, doesn't want to be dead straight in this pink. That's what he played. Didn't quite get the black. If he misses it, he's still going to be on the red that's closest to the cushion. And he's got too much into the cue ball. Still with some hope in this for First frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 57.
But for that brush on the green, Ronnie would have been snookered on these two reds. Can get to the edge. He's got it thick. It's okay. He's not even giving it a second glance. So try and keep it tight. Try and force a better opportunity from his opponent. Within half ball at least. That's a problem. Got the red too thin, and that's cost him the first frame.
What? Yeah, the really costly error for Higgins, of course, was that pink he missed when he was in, and he can't afford those tonight.
Yeah, he done it. And just completely took his eye off the pot.
Ten.
Well, it's the latest chapter
22.
of one of snooker's great rivalries. 64th meeting between Ronnie O'Sullivan and John Higgins. It was a pink that Higgins missed that turned the tide in the opening frame. If ever there was an aptly named tournament for these two, this is it. Between them, they've won 63 world ranking titles, including 9 world championships. ...1991, where O'Sullivan was a big favourite, but Higgins beat him, and then in
He'd love to get a nice angle on the
6.
blue to be able to go right into the boat.
Seven.
Wait.
Eleven.
Well, this looks as if it's finished.
16.
First glance. What a result there. Surely not.
John Higgins.
To put the one over the pocket.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Not only did he pot the red, he actually had the foresight to put a little bit of side on to help it get
Position on the black. Look at the way it comes off the second.
Nine.
I think you always expect matches between these two to be close, but actually recent ones haven't been. Sullivan won 6-0 here last year. And then
50.
in some of the Home Nations events.
60.
I think when you've got two players who score as heavily as these two is on any one given night.
23.
Obviously, when someone's sat in their chair, heavy defeats can happen. John, even this afternoon, just looks a little bit tentative, a little bit low in confidence.
31. 32. 35.
Incredible. He's hit the bunch in exactly the perfect place.
He was unlucky not to be on something easier.
Didn't want to leave the table.
Only his third tournament of the whole season, but
57.
He actually shook his head because he was an inch out of positional play. Probably most people at home will be thinking he's perfect on that red.
well, it was Higgins who left a red short to this pocket,
63.
and he's been punished.
Yeah, as I mentioned, there's the 2 or 3 times it's the unforced errors that have cost. He was in first in both frames, but he's lost both of them.
69. $82. 84.
You would think somewhere around Crucible time, possibly.
You know, a show-stopping 1000th century at the World Championship. But it would be just like him to do it there.
91.
John Higgins has got to cut out the unforced errors because a couple of cost him 2 frames here.
Fabulous shot. Fabulous cueing.
But we know
9.
when he won the Masters the last time it was staged at Wembley Conference Centre, he dished up against O'Sullivan in the decider. That's what you call bottle.
$25.
It's dead straight to the far left corner and stay on the black.
33. 41.
The table from the black. Well, he's aiming down the cue ball. That tells me he's playing for the loose red first. And he's played it well. Lovely shot.
$47.
So you would think this is a big shot in this frame.
$70.
John would love to carry on and make a century break.
$79.
Brings off the safe red.
86.
Chance then for the total clearance. So no century, but the main thing.
This goes right, lands on the black. Wow.
One. Nine.
Well, you kind of already
30.
fear the
40.
guess though he just has to focus here and
21. 22. $30.
Well, I just struck that. The cue ball was just a joy to watch. White there.
$51.
playing the whistle. Yeah, well,
Ronnie
it
O'Sullivan,
was going well, but
59.
just ran out of position.
Much tougher. Perhaps looks on the screen. Such an acute angle. Brilliant shot.
Make the match a lot closer.
7.
Well, it's not as played, but at least he's got a pot.
12. 13. $20.
Shot. Never moved. That's the secret to those shots.
21.
Take the cushion.
What a steal this would be.
Yeah. 29.
And there's a chance. Oh, he's landed pretty straight in the blue. I was going to say if he could get close to this red and to the left of the pink spot, he might choose to play for the green. Because a half ball angle in the green would give him the choice of either to move in the red away from that right cushion or just dropping in behind it.
$35.
Well, we'll know if it's in before John does. And it's there, right in the middle.
Under pressure than John Higgins.
Tension on.
45.
That's why he's just overhit it slightly. You just don't get the same feel.
$52.
Wow, the setup, David, for
Because he was floundering a little early on. A couple of glaring errors let O'Sullivan in.
57.
Pink and black still needed. It's another brilliant clearance from John Higgins.
Success rate, as discussed in the mid-session interval, and yet he's got nothing to show for it.
Yes, I agree. I suppose if he was in his corner, you might say, well, he's got 2 frames to show. Well, it's definitely nothing easy. Maybe there is a red to the middle, which some of them look quite narrow angles, but I don't think Ronnie's going to go for this one. This is a difficult shot.
One.
That's a better shot than it looked, actually. Well, that was lucky. That was lucky as well. Because you've gone off the side of the pack, which you didn't mean to.
6.
Just occasionally, both players have just misjudged a positional shot out of character.
7.
I think this table's played beautifully, but it is a different table to what we use, fully used to it.
$50. $20. 21. $29.
That's a good idea. What I'd say about these two, Phil,
37.
is that when they play other players, there's a little bit of fear. An inexperienced opponent playing John, the same story. They know they're playing a snooker legend. When they play each other, there's no fear factor, a lot of respect, but they know that they could beat or lose to each other. It's all about
Evenly matched. Always have been.
44.
And you're right, it is a mutual admiration society. Rightly so.
and really made 59 and got out of position. John cleared. Those little moments turn out a bit of impetus. Interesting, that went through the side door. I always felt it would.
55.
Looked very vulnerable. Scratched his way through frame 6, made a nice 66 break in the decider.
61.
Tonight, off to a slow start, now in top gear again.
62.
In that actually, Neil, not dissimilar to Sean Murphy yesterday. Murphy had great spells,
67.
but also periods where he was ineffective. But there's nothing ineffective about this frame for John Higgins. That's
68.
frame ball.
$75. Nice. 76.
The vast majority of their meetings have been keenly
put it
contested.
outside.
We've had the odd one-sided match. But generally speaking, they've always been pretty good contests. You know, Neil,
Wow, he's getting some serious elevation. The extended spider there.
five completed frames, and we're just going up to the 1 hour mark in terms of total playing time.
No attempt at a pop there. Just a containing safety. Go. So he's looking at something else. Had a very quick look at that red. Well, that's an error, big error. I don't know what he tried. I think he tried to pot the first round.
1.
It's a good shot. The play on the blue. It's very well controlled.
$7.
He's 95%.
10.
Game, but he's also got finesse. And that's what's...
Oh, chance to go into the bunch here. On the left, in off from the other one. I don't think he's going to play the plant. It's the first red I think he's playing. Yeah. He didn't need the other red.
34.
That's actually quite a good shot. I don't think it was full pocket. I guess the complete snooker neutral is just
40.
loving these two playing each other. Pull away in this match. But I think
7.
this is a Ronnie O'Sullivan that's not
48.
playing badly himself.
Contest, he's
55.
concentrating well.
56.
Maybe I'll get it in
3.
because it's the one for the frame.
64. $71.
Entered 1000th century break.
Thanks. So. Seven. $88. Shot 94.
Well, it made that look easy. It certainly wasn't. Yes, you want to see him get the century because it has...
101.
What a day it's been, by the way, a veritable century break fest. We've seen 7 centuries today.
One.
Well, these tables have been very... You've really got to judge them perfectly. Otherwise we'll just race on and on.
Six. $40.
That's excellent. Little flick from the first red. Certainty to be on a couple of options. Now the century are now in first here. Never going to be much between these two.
Great entertainment.
$45. $46.
Nicely.
$54.
Well, that's okay, but it's not in... He's always been brilliant at that shot. When he first turned professional, he was knocking those in for fun. He's
It's always been there.
$68. $73. $74. $82.
We had back-to-back centuries against Stuart Bingham. They could have another
$89.
brace here, along with the one from earlier. Played it brilliantly, didn't he? Wouldn't drop it in or anything.
$105. $106.
You have to say that going as heavily at the moment as he's ever done in his career.
It's perhaps better than it was in his 20s and 30s.
$112.
These are the golden years.
$190.
Jack Nicklaus had taken Augusta National
124.
apart. Bobby Jones said to him, "Mr. Nicklaus, you play a game to which I am not
130.
accustomed."
137.
When O'Sullivan's in full flow. And also a big shout out to John Higgins. O'Sullivan.
Quite understandably, he's not standing for that one into the corner pocket, chewing through the bunch. Yeah, I mean, in a strange way, you know. I mean, obviously, he won the China Championship last year, which he had to win some here at the Ricoh. This is unlike O'Sullivan, but occasionally you just cannot find a shot, the glimmer of a chance. Well, he played a shot like that actually on a red towards the end of the last frame, just before his century. Not only prodding the red, but just whipping the...
$9.
He's in the zone. On the back of 2 centuries.
And this is a man who transcends.
$24. $25.
And he loves this champion of champions. Before tonight, he played 15 of them. Putting the pink in the correct place, and it won't go back on its own spot.
32.
But Brendan Moore is one of the very best, and he wasn't slow, just going about his business.
For after this. Going into the bunch.
40.
There's not a particularly wide target from the black upwards, as you can see. If that's a shot he chooses, you have to play this well. Yeah. He played it pretty well, I thought, but...
Thank you. Ronnie O'Sullivan,
not a bad shot to end.
47.
Well, he can clap all day long, but he's good, but he's not good enough to play that shot. He'd be happy for those 3 reds to stay there. All because he's in front. In the audience. Well, he cued it supremely well and missed that red.
Do or die to a balk pocket and cleared up, then won the decider. That one wasn't quite do or die, but it was pressurised.
He just got the headache of how he's going to possibly...
4.
Here. Not quite as played.
6. John Higgins, 6. One.
Well, that should be a frame winner.
Didn't really want to be playing it. But he can win it with the reds enough.
Eight.
It's a lovely atmosphere. Ronnie O'Sullivan is getting the upper hand, but you would never say that he's over the line. Just starting to play really well. Could have had 3 centuries in a row. He didn't get into the bunch very well, but he soon after went on to win the frame.
20.
You're right, Neil. It has been a great occasion, and because of the inevitable passage of time, these kind of occasions aren't unlimited. Eventually, they will occur
25.
no more. So while Higgins and O'Sullivan are still playing top-level snooker, just savour it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 25.
To win every single one of them. O'Sullivan on the verge of a semi-final meeting with the defending champion Shaun Murphy.
It looked a bit scruffy, didn't it, that shot, because he thought that he could get the red. Wow, that is not anything like what he meant. He called it much too thick. Really thick, actually. The red has gone further than the cue ball.
Being unkind here, just truthful. Some of the lower ranked players don't make 5 centuries
4.
in a season.
Let's name some names, Phil. Come on.
Me.
When you get chances, no good to you. Ronnie.
10. $50.
That's what this is all revolving around. Phil, it's all leading up to that.
60.
Well, the right-hand red is the one he's on. Possibly get the black and the red away from each other here. Well, he played it the safe way and screwed up the table.
23.
It's not the worst outcome.
$27. $28.
There you have it. Within 3 shots, the black's on its spot. There's no reds anywhere near it. And that's why he's such a wonderful player. And a
35.
wonderful break builder. It's a very good split. He played that.
$44.
When you think about it, you know, O'Sullivan is a champion of champions. That wasn't the best positional shot, but overall tonight he's played beautifully.
Yes, he just finished in between
47.
there, didn't he, on that red, but he felt he is literally 1 shot away. The point where nothing can stop him. And that could be the shot.
50.
He's worked hard at this break. It's not been simple. And he's an artist when it
51.
comes to break building.
$58.
Wow. Nothing can stop it. This has been a great display from O'Sullivan, you know. So I think he's put him under pressure, 1-3 in a row.
$65.
As he gets older,
68.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, the bar seems to get higher.
$69. $75. $76.
Can the great man make it a 6th-century day? And bear in mind, both of his opponents have been...
84.
No complaints. I don't think he's played all that badly. He's been on the wrong end of sheer weight of scoring.
87. 89. 92.
That green was his 200th attempted pot this evening. 91 of them.
96.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Well, the crowd have loved this.
107.
It's been a truly
Simply awesome from Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. Deep into his 40s, he remains a giant.